Hey guys, welcome back to the den. Dave here. This little kit before you is kind of a kayaker's best friend emergency type kit, or canoeing. So stick with me, we'll dive right into it. Alright, so we got Dave here and
Charles here.
this little kit I put together to illustrate something you could have with you if you're kayaking, canoeing. So if your canoe dumps and everything you've got's floating on down the river faster than you can catch up to it, this is something that could hold you over and keep you going until rescue. I would recommend some sort of single wall canteen with a clip on it that you can either clip to your life vest or your belt. That way you've got a container for water that you can boil water in. Inside this little kit, which fits right inside a cargo pocket, it's not that heavy. I wore it around today in my cargo pocket and I didn't really notice. I mean, it's a little awkward, but when you're sitting down, it's no big deal. So I just wanted to see how it felt carrying it around. So I guess we'll just dive into it. These little cases are watertight. I wouldn't call them exactly waterproof, but watertight for sure. About $6 from Walmart. So contents. Some fishing lures and line, just in case you need to get a little bit extra food and it's a day or two you've been out there and you're hungry. So a way to catch food would be good. Next, you're going to want some cover. If you got dunked and you've been in the water and you're soaking wet and as it gets dark, it's going to get cold. So an emergency blanket, this is one of the thinner ones, but it's actually good size and overall size is nice. And I have in here the hard drive platter. You can use a UST mirror, a mirror out of a makeup case from the old lady. Just don't call her that. She might not like that. But any kind of good shiny reflective surface for signaling is a good idea. Next is a small ration bar. This is a Dayrex, or Daytrex I mean, ration bar. These are nice. They're soft. This is 250 calories. I had to think for a second. This is 250 calories for this little teeny bar. And if you just, worked your butt off getting out of the water, you're probably going to need a little bit of energy to keep going. This little bit of energy could be just enough to get you going. Next is a knife, a small knife. Most people carry a bigger pocket knife, but on the off chance that yours went down to the bottom of the river, a little knife like this, nice and sharp, you can use it to cut your cordage. You can take and make a spear point for fishing, or you can take and notch out the end of a branch to make sure your fishing line doesn't slide off. But it also works great with ferro rods. Speaking of ferro rod, we have one inside this. This is a nifty little item I found on the Wish website. It's got a whistle in it. No, I'm not going to blow it because it's extremely high pitched. I already tested it and it hurt my ears. But it's got a striker. It's got your ferro rod. And at the very, if I can get my hands to work well enough, the bottom here it's got a little bit of tinder. And each section is O-ringed. The nice thing I like about these little things is if you're like me and you have really big hands, sometimes hanging onto something small is kind of hard. You can separate the pieces and put it back together like this and make it a lot longer, a lot easier to hang on to. And then you can use your striker to strike. And then when you're done, you put it back together. This one's nice, lightweight, fits inside this kit well. Or you can pick up a couple of them and carry one on your keychain. But it's actually a pretty nice one. Next is something for you know, getting out of the Dodge, so to speak. Little compass. This little button compass works great. You can find button compasses for little to nothing almost everywhere. Amazon, eBay, or overseas. It's a little button compass, and as you can see, there's a little spot back here. You could actually run a piece of cordage through it, put a lanyard on it, so you can have it hanging down, down, and you can just pick it up and get it level, and then you can find your way out. So something for navigation. Some cordage. This is a UST fire cord. I honestly prefer Titan paracord. I just didn't have it with me when I put this kit together. I do have some on the way, but this is nice. The tinder cord in here is really nice. It burns really easy, and each one of the individual strands in here is made up of 3 cords each. There is approximately 8.5 feet here, so 8 times 7 times 3, or 3 times 7, and then times that by however many feet you got, and tells you how long a cord you can make. You could actually spider web it in a sense, make a small web with the smaller strands to make shelter from the sun. Use your imagination, it's all there. And I put a small handsaw in there, that way if you need to make a lean-to to help protect yourself from the elements. But that way if you need to make a shelter with your survival blanket, you can. Or you need to make a spear to go fishing with, you can cut this down and use your knife to sharpen it. But like I said, this is just a little kayaker's friend. It's not a true survival kit. But it will get you by in an emergency. If you got cordage, you got cover, you got something to make fire, you'll have a container, you have a little bit of food, you have something for navigation, something for signaling, be it with that and the whistle. It's a very small, very minimalistic kit, but if everything else you got just went downriver, this could help save your life. So I hope this is giving you some inspiration to put your own kit together, or feel free to copy mine. Thanks again for watching.
Hey, this is Dave. Thanks for watching the den. If you like what you see, hit the little subscribe button that's going to be up here or down there. If you want to know when we release a new video, hit that little bell icon, click receive notifications, and that way you know when we release a new video. Again, thanks for watching the den. I'm Dave.
I'm Charlie.
Remember, keep them loaded.
Keep it safe.
Peace.